Daniel Carter sat alone in his car in a Walmart parking lot in Columbus, Ohio. His bank account showed $3.42. His phone had 3 missed calls from his landlord, and the email on his screen said just 2 words: application rejected. That night, Daniel seriously thought about giving up, but something happened in the next 24 hours that would change his entire life. Daniel Carter grew up in a small apartment on the east side of Columbus, Ohio. His father drove trucks across the state, and his mother worked double shifts at a diner called Sonny's Family Grill. They weren't poor enough to be homeless, but they were always one emergency away from disaster. Daniel was the kind of kid who loved taking things apart: old radios, broken laptops, even the microwave once. At age 13, he fixed his neighbor's slow computer. The neighbor paid him $20. That day, Daniel told his mom, "Someday I'm going to work with technology. Maybe even build something big." His mom smiled. "Then don't stop learning." After high school, Daniel enrolled at Columbus State Community College. He wanted to study computer science, but life had other plans. During his second year, his father got injured in a highway accident. Suddenly, Daniel had to help support the family. He started working nights at a FedEx warehouse. 10-hour shifts. Lifting heavy boxes. Barely sleeping. Classes during the day. Work at night. For a while, he tried to keep both going, but exhaustion slowly won. One day, his professor called him after class. "Daniel, you're talented, but you look like you're drowning." 2 weeks later, Daniel dropped out. For the next 3 years, Daniel worked whatever job he could find. Delivery driver, warehouse worker, grocery store stocker. He moved into a tiny basement apartment. Sometimes the heat barely worked in winter, but he still had one habit he never quit: learning. Every night after work, Daniel opened his old laptop. He watched free coding tutorials, YouTube, free online courses, forums. He wasn't in college anymore, but he was still teaching himself. One night, while delivering food for DoorDash, Daniel noticed something strange. Many small local restaurants had terrible websites. Slow pages, broken menus, outdated designs. Some didn't even have online ordering. He had an idea. What if I build simple, affordable websites for small restaurants? Nothing fancy, just something that actually works. He spent the next 2 months building his first prototype, a simple system that restaurants could use to manage menus and orders. He called it Quick Plate. Daniel believed in his idea, but believing and succeeding are 2 different things. He emailed over 80 restaurants. Most never replied. Some said no. One owner even wrote back, "Looks amateur, not interested." The rejections started piling up. Then money became a problem. His car needed repairs, rent was overdue, and his savings were almost gone. That brings us back to 2:17 a.m. The Walmart parking lot. Daniel had just received another rejection email. He leaned back in the driver's seat. For a moment he thought, maybe everyone is right. Maybe this idea is stupid. Maybe he should just accept reality, work a normal job, forget the dream. He almost closed his laptop for good. Almost. Just before leaving the parking lot, Daniel noticed something. A small food truck parked near the gas station. The sign read, "Tony's Philly Cheesesteaks." Daniel walked over and ordered a sandwich. While waiting, he asked the owner, "Do you have online ordering?" Tony laughed. "Man, I barely have a website." Daniel showed him Quick Plate on his laptop. Tony stared at the screen. "How much?" Daniel hesitated. "Honestly, you can try it free for a month." Tony shrugged. "Why not?" That small conversation lasted 7 minutes, but it changed everything. 2 weeks later, Tony called Daniel. "Hey man, people are actually ordering online now." "You built this?" Daniel smiled. "Yeah." Tony had one more question. My friend owns a taco place. Can you build one for him too? That one food truck led to another restaurant, then another. Within 6 months, 14 small restaurants were using QuickPlate. It wasn't huge money. But for the first time, Daniel wasn't just surviving. He was building something. One day, a local business blog in Ohio wrote an article. Local developer helps small restaurants go digital. Daniel's phone exploded with emails. Restaurants from other cities started asking about QuickPlate. Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis. He realized something incredible. The idea that almost died in a Walmart parking lot was actually solving a real problem. 3 years later, QuickPlate became a full company. Daniel hired a small team, developers, customer support, sales. Today, hundreds of restaurants across the Midwest use his platform. But Daniel still remembers that night in the parking lot, the night he almost quit, the night everything almost ended. Subscribe Humentary and like this video.